Hey, I bet you've been wondering, what is Square1? Well, it's not vinyl. It's actually polyester fabric, and some of it even has a special coating of color. It's an adhesive back fabric. It's the unvinyl. There's Square1 printable, Square1 colors, and Square1 iron-on. The printables. Ugh, my favorite. This repositionable adhesive is on the back of an inkjet printable polyester fabric. No residues left behind when you peel it off, not like an old sticker. You can print and cut with your Silhouette, your Cricut, or other die cut machines. You can print your image with your inkjet printer and cut even with your scissors. It prints beautiful, vibrant colors and sticks to almost any surface, yes, even a lampshade. The one thing we do recommend is because it's inkjet ink, and sometimes they fade in the sun, we want you to spray with Krylon brand Preserve It. It's awesome, and it's a really simple fix, and it keeps the colors from fading even in the sunlight. Well, how do you load Square1 printable in your inkjet printer? The biggest trick is to make sure you know which side your printer is going to print on. I take a piece of paper and put an X on it or an arrow or something and load it into my printer and go ahead and do a test print and figure out which side my printer printed on. Did it print on the side with the mark? Then that means I want the fabric side up. If it printed on the other side, then that means I want to put my fabric side down when I load my printer. It's that easy. Now, the printer settings. You might think, well, I want, the best, super. No, you don't really need to. You just want standard, just the kind of print that you would use, the kind of ink that you would use on plain old paper. Nothing fancy, just normal. You don't want to have draft mode, that would be fuzzy. And you want to make sure that you have a really good quality photo that won't get fuzzy if you blow it up too large. If it looks fuzzy on your screen, it's going to be fuzzy when you print it. If you use, for example, a photo setting on your printer, it might dump too much ink on your Square1, and then it would take a long time to dry. So just use normal, nothing fancy. The Square1 colors, they come in repositionable and permanent. The repositionable adhesive comes in nearly 90 colors, and it's perfect for wall decor or indoor use. The fabric is much more durable than vinyl, and it will stick to even your textured walls. And these come in 12 by 18 sheets, and they can be removed again and again with no damage. It's much more durable than vinyl. It's easier to work with. It doesn't tear when you're trying to put it on. It's a little tricky to use with transfer tape, we will tell you that. It's much better to use a sheet of white repositionable Square1 as your transfer sheet, which sounds crazy, but you can reuse it over and over and over again, so you don't waste transfer tape. And it's almost better to get your design to be less intricate and place it on the wall. All just without any transfer tape at all, just peel it up and stick it on. The permanent version is a slightly thinner fabric, and it's perfect for outdoor use or products where you're not going to remove your design. You want it to stay once you put it down. And this too comes in 12 by 18 and approximately 90 colors, all the same colors. And it's much more durable than vinyl. It is easier to apply, and you can use strand or transfer tape with this. So no matter which one you choose, make sure that you know exactly where you plan to use it. Experienced vinyl users usually have no problem transferring. But remember, it's not vinyl, it's Square1. You might need to have a little bit of patience as you learn the difference between vinyl and Square1. How about the iron-on fabric? Yep, it's 100% cotton sheet, printable. You print it in your inkjet printer, and once you heat seal it, the colors are permanent and will not run when you wash them in your mild detergent and air dry. The heat of the iron creates a permanent bond between the iron-on, and it also seals the ink on the top of your image. If you're going to be cutting Square1 printable and colors with your Cameo, we suggest a speed of 5, a pressure of 13, and your blade of 3. But always, always, always do a test cut. Every cameo is different, and depending on how much you've used your blade, it can affect the settings that you need. So do a little test cut and see what you want. Just like with vinyl, you want to cut the top layer and leave your backer sheet intact. Yes, kiss cutting. And you're going to weed away the excess before you try and move your item. If you're using a Cricut, again, these are recommended. Every Cricut's a little bit different in how new or old your blade is. So I start with my speed on medium and my pressure on medium, and my blade on a 3 or a 4, but I'm always going to do a little test cut. Remember, I just want to cut through the top. I want to leave the backer sheet intact. But the age of your blade and the condition of your mat will matter. If you're cutting with a brand new Cricut Explore, you can start your test cut with the fabric setting and see how that works for you.